What's up, guys? Doug Miller here, CEO of Core Nutritionals, and this is episode number 9 of Under Corestruction. Today, we have guests. I don't know where your partner is, but this is Jay Wolf. He is co-owner, I guess, of Dynamic Nutraceuticals, one of our strategic partners, and we share a parking lot. So we bought this entire, well, I guess technically you guys bought this entire 15-acre complex here, and then we bought our land, which is this half from you guys. So this is Core, this is Crusher Coliseum, and right over there is Dynamic Nutraceuticals, which will be a 60,000 square foot state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. So these guys are down the street right now in Statesville. One of the main reasons we moved here in a much smaller facility at the moment. I don't know how they get done what they get done there. So we're gonna walk through and they're gonna give us an update on what's going on. Let's go. All right, so what was this place? What's going on?
So this building was built in 1971, I believe, and it was a Kmart originally. And there's quite a few abandoned Kmarts in the nation. So we found it back in September of 2020, and we saw the location. It's pretty close to where we are now. Loved the size of the building. It was a really good deal. It was actually zoned for retail. So part of the deal was we had to buy this building and get it rezoned for light industrial so we could use it. 64,000 square feet, huge parking lot. We actually own this little restaurant over here too. And out here on the front of the building, we're gonna paint this whole thing.
Are you guys gonna match us?
Yeah. I mean, we'll try and match our neighbors a little bit, make it look real good. Paint the front, put on a nice new sign, redo all this glass.
So one of the crazy things is though, it's 64,000 square feet, but we're already talking about, and you know, we have about 32 over there, but we're already talking about like, we're gonna need more space.
Yeah.
Just like jointly, right, between us, like just for storage and everything else, yeah, we're already, I feel like we've already maxed out.
Right.
So.
And that's what's crazy is we're in 15,000 square feet right now.
Which doesn't even make any sense. The amount of units that you guys make is just.
It's crazy. It's chaos over there.
Yeah.
So we're super excited to get in here.
Which you're gonna keep as a spillover facility, right?
Yeah. We're gonna keep. We own that building too.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep it for storage and just for flexibility.
Cool. All right, let's go in.
Check it out.
Yeah. So why don't you walk us through what we got going on here? This is your mute friend. So this guy right here, this is Drew. He doesn't speak. He's got a condition where he gets very nervous in front of the camera and he doesn't speak. This is Drew. He's single, folks. So. If you know a nice. All right, anyways, yeah.
All right, so this is our entryway. We actually, when we first bought this building, there was a 13-foot drop ceiling in the entire building. So we had to.
And it was being used as a flea market.
Correct, yeah. It was kind of a dump.
It's good old country North Carolina.
If you watch the other episodes of Corestruction, it was in similar condition as Doug's building previously. But so we had to take out the drop ceiling. All this was added on in the last few months. So this is gonna be the entryway. You're gonna walk in, there'll be some couches and some desks, and then we're gonna have like a cool logo right here with some like reclaimed wood type, like your podcast room. Yeah. We've got 6 offices down this way, conference room. We had to do all new HVAC, all new lighting.
Let me guess, this is your office.
No, it's down the way.
Big office,
yeah,
office.
We got the executive office.
Yes.
The floor in here will be like an epoxy coating, yeah, and then the offices will be LVP, similar to yours.
Now, did you guys decide to do a mezzanine, or you can't do a mezzanine here?
We have the mezzanine that was already there in the back. Yeah. So this will be our conference room. We're still working on a lot of getting the finishing touches in. We got lighting, paint. All the HVAC's done, sprinklers are done in here. Still got quite a bit.
So it's January 26th right now. When do you expect to be actually running our product in here?
We're hopefully like April 1st.
Oh, so you see that? I think it got moved a month.
It did, yeah. Our original date was August, so we're still working on it.
And then it was March 1st for the longest time. Okay, April 1st, you guys heard it here. Yeah. April 1st, we're running in here.
So there's some bathrooms back there. And then when you walk out here, this is
all like back down?
Yeah, back down.
So what's this? There's stairs here.
There is a little mezzanine here. excuse me, but it's 7 foot tall ceilings, so you have to, it's not really conducive. No, just literally like nothing.
But you're gonna keep it? Like, what are you gonna do in there?
Just maybe storage of...
Smoking lounge.
Yeah, maybe.
You can exhaust it. You can pump that right out. Now we're talking.
We're not gonna be as cool as your building.
Yeah, we know.
This is more functional.
Dead end hallway here?
Yeah, yeah.
This is where we're gonna put a door on the end of that and probably store a lot of files in there.
Yeah. So we have we have to keep records for 1 year past expiration. Yeah. So that's quite a few work orders. With the amount of products you have, I mean.
Wow, this is way different from what I remember.
Yeah. This is it right here. Got 20. These are our offices over here.
Do you have a closet in the back, or what's it?
Yeah, so they were kind of oddly shaped. So we kind of added that closet to make it more of a rectangle.
And this is good?
Yeah, well, we haven't really decided. We're gonna have to flip a coin.
A break room here?
Break room right here. Much better than our current break room.
Oh yeah.
So right now we have around 30 employees, and we do around, let's say, 150 to 200,000 units a month. And whenever we move in here, we'll probably be employing at least 50, and our capacity will at least double right away. We've already acquired all of the equipment we need.
Which you already have the ability to, based on the demand, to basically fill that. Because you're holding back. I mean, I know from working with you guys, we have to plan out, we have to pick and choose which products we're running with you each month.
Right.
We'll be able to run much faster.
Yeah, and we don't want to take on too much in our current facility, so we've kind of just been holding that back. Yeah. But when we come in here, our lead time should decrease. Capacity is gonna obviously go up quite a lot. So we'll go through there in a little bit, but these are gonna be our 3 lines. So we're gonna have 1 capsule line here, and then 2 powder lines out there. Right now we only have 1 powder line and 1 kind of capsule line. It's more of like a half of a line.
But you also have an ability to expand these, right? Don't you have an ability to add another?
So we actually left this space right here. If we ever wanted to build a 4th line, we have the room right here. So Drew and I both this is like everything we've ever wanted in a facility. Like we spent a lot of time designing it with our previous experience and what we think is the best layout. We brought in some people that helped us through that, and you know, we hope that it's a really good layout for us, and I think that, you know.
So what are you gonna do for the floors? Is this polished concrete, or
yeah,
what?
Polished concrete for the floors in the warehouse, but excuse me, all the rooms are gonna have like a thick epoxy, and we're gonna do that in our blue, deep blue color that our logo's in. So our biggest bottleneck in our current facility right now is our blending capacity. We only have 2 smaller V blenders. And so we actually found these ones, and this is a 75 cubic foot V blender. Our current ones are 10 cubic feet. So this is 7.5 times larger than our current blender. And so like this one, we think—
How many kilos fits in that?
About 1,500. So
kilos or pounds?
Kilograms. Kilograms, yeah. So if we were doing Fury or something like that, it'd probably be about 4,000 to 5,000 units in one blend. And then all the sheetrock in here is all moisture resistant. And then we did spray foam insulation to make sure that we can keep our temperatures, you know,
cool.
Yeah. And then all of our HVAC has dehumidifiers built in. So these rooms will be kept probably around 65 degrees with 30 to 40% humidity. We have 2 blenders here. This is a 60 cubic foot. So we have a 75 there, a 60 here. This one, 1,000 kilograms. And then we have 2 more blend rooms right here that are gonna have our current blenders in them.
And those will be used for like capsules and stuff?
Yeah, we'll keep them
smaller.
Yeah.
So that's this one and this one?
Yeah. And we prefer V blenders just because the blend conformity is better, and they're just a lot easier to you know, remove the powder. And
so what's all this?
These are encapsulation rooms. So there are 4 encapsulation rooms. We have 2 semi-automatic machines, Capsugel Ultra 8 2s, and then we have 2 automatic machines, a CFM 3500 and a CFM 1200.
Can you feel the heat?
Lens just coming off him when he says that.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about. So there, right there is one of our automatic machines. So we actually have quite a bit of equipment that we currently cannot use because we don't have the room in our facility now. So we're just looking at this machine and not in use. And you know, whenever we move in, we're gonna plug it in right away and we can start pumping it out. We have two quadrille labelers right here.
So how long after you get your occupancy here, and because you can't hook this stuff up until you get your occupancy, right?
Correct.
So like how many weeks is gonna take you to like fine tune this stuff, get it up and working? Like how?
We're probably gonna keep our current facility going and start setting up, like we had to buy a whole new line, right? So we'll set that up and still be working in the older building. So we'll probably work on all that stuff. It's gonna take probably at least 2 or 3 weeks to get this stuff going. Luckily, we've done it before and we have good people that know what they're doing. But it shouldn't take.
Is that creatine monohydrate? Is that guys? Is this creatine? Don't tell them the location where we're at.
Like $100 million worth of creatine.
It totally is. What is this?
That's BCAA.
Okay.
So we've had to really increase our stockpiles of material just because of the supply chain. Yeah. So excuse me. This door right here was not there before. We cut into the building and we had to make it 12 feet tall to fit those V blenders in. So when they're with the blender facing sideways, it's like 11 and 8 inches or something. It was like within a few inches of fitting through. So we have one, that'll be like our receiving area. This is just a like a drive outdoor. It's ground high, yeah. And then we have 2 other dock doors out there.
What are you gonna do on the mezzanine?
Yes, so the mezzanine's actually got concrete floors. So you can put, a bunch of stuff up there. And when it was a
stairs for that?
Yeah, there's 2 staircases, and then we're gonna have like a excuse me, a removable railing, so we can put stuff up there with the forklifts. And then we actually added 2 other entryways down there that you can see, so that we can access it from different points. And it's actually a significant amount of room up there. Like we'll probably put like scoops, lids, dry goods, stuff that doesn't have a ton of weight, just because we don't want to,
Listen, I just want to know where the creatine monohydrate is.
We got that in the safe. It's in the vault.
Or the L-citrulline.
Yeah.
You got L-citrulline?
We do actually have.
Sure, you got drywall all over you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we're kind of we're having to use this as spillover storage, just because we don't have any room in our.
Imagine if you didn't have this space to store this stuff.
I mean, we'd be screwed. Yeah.
We were screwed.
So we have quite a bit of stuff here. This will all be storage on this side.
Are you gonna put racks here on this side?
Yeah.
So this is racks, and then this is racked.
Yeah. So most of the jars can just get stacked.
Not rack this out.
Right. So you don't have to.
And these are all new. This HVAC is all new.
Yes.
Those are massive.
Yeah. So there's 2 30-ton units up on the roof, and then there's a 15-ton unit. This will all be storage on this side, and we got 20-foot clearance, which is great. We can go 3 high on our racking. But I mean, right now we don't do protein, and one of the biggest reasons is just the storage requirement.
But that's when we build out this way, we can do protein. This is an ongoing battle because our biggest protein manufacturing partner is on the West Coast. So right now, where that used to cost us $4,500 to ship a truckload of protein, which still is a lot more than free, which is this would be, it's now $8,500 a truckload from California. So every truck of protein that we move, it's $8,500. So if there's 8,500 units on that truck, which they're not, of protein, it's $1 a unit added to the cost, which adds up quickly.
So yeah, Doug's been fighting us, trying to get us to do protein for a while, and we haven't committed to it yet.
So we have 2, there's really 2, I won't say we, because I'll say you at this point, because your land goes this way and this way, where you could potentially build this way. So I'm trying to talk them into selling a piece of that so we can build more.
We haven't discussed the price. But yeah, so storage is a big issue with jars, especially because you're storing air. I mean, so these might be gallon size right here, is that right? So this is what, like 800 jars or something, and it's a whole pallet. I mean, if you got
5-pound tubs.
5-pound tubs or 2 gallons, I mean, you got 200-300 jars on a pallet. So it's hard to take on that, and we'd rather not take on too much at once. So we're just gonna
happen.
Yeah.
Just so you mark my word, it's gonna happen. We're gonna be manufacturing protein in Statesville, one way or another.
So
what's this?
this is a sanitation room. Yeah, you can only access it from this side. So it's just like where we would break down all of our equipment. We have to clean everything thoroughly. So we made it a pretty large area. We've got a wash down basin, essentially like a shower, right here. So whenever you break down all your equipment between runs, you gotta clean. So you can spray down here. We've got a commercial dishwasher going in here, washer, dryer, and then we have those commercial sinks that you know, like you see in restaurants. All this is,
So what pieces are you actually cleaning in here?
pretty much everything that product touches. So
Minus the blenders.
minus the blenders get cleaned there, which we have, we ran water there, so we could clean those. But anything like the scoop that you use to get the powder out, the bins that you use to weigh, all the tooling that's on the equipment, all that stuff needs to get washed. And now we have an adequate room for it. We got bathrooms here.
Does this cut through up front or no?
Yeah, yep. So when this was Kmart or whatever, there was a wall that went all the way down, and we took that wall out. And then we're gonna paint all the exterior walls here. And then all the floors are gonna, you know, all the cracks will get filled, and then they're gonna do that polished concrete just like you have at your place. And then here are the lines.
Your lights are way better.
Yeah, so they're still working on that. We've, you know, got this area done.
So what is this? Is the packaging here? So that after it comes out, there'll be packaging lines here?
So the blenders are over there. It's gonna get blended, and then it'll be staged behind these lines. Yeah. And then the lines come out this way. So once you seal it, once you put a lid on the jar, you can be out in the open. So you don't have to be contained. So we weren't gonna build out unnecessarily or unnecessary rooms. And so the lines are coming out. They start on this side. We should probably go around and show you from the beginning, but this is where all the money's being made.
Yeah.
All the products are being made. So I'll paint all this. We put oversized HVAC in all of our lines just so we can keep the temperature and the humidity where we want it. So blending is over here. We'll probably have some racking, I would assume, here. All the finished blends will have its work order.
So they'll be in giant.
Yeah, big drums. And all these doors, I think there's 17 of them. We have a vinyl roll-up door that is like a Star Trek door that you open, you know? And so this is where the screw feeder is. So there's essentially a big hopper right here that you dump all the product into. And it's got like an auger that feeds up into the auger filler. And it's connected via a sensor, so whenever the powder level gets to a certain point, automatically kicks on.
Where's the auger filler? In here?
Auger filler's in here. So right now we have one AMS auger filler that we're using, so we're gonna have 2. And we'll probably be doing around 5,000 to 10,000 units a day per line, per shift. And so powder gets fed up into here, fills on the line continues through these windows.
Is this the labeling? Or is
No, this is where the lid is put on. And then intercon, which is the induction sealer.
Yeah.
Then it exits out here, goes out this way.
So this is the labeler.
Yeah, labeler, heat tunnel, tape machine. So they're gonna be identical, both these lines. And yeah, the tape machine is the box. And then we got room to palletize, and then it'll go back out towards the shipping area. So this is gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a lot of people working here, but there's plenty of room for it. You know, but we're thinking between 15 to 20,000 units a day, no problem. Capsule line will be over here. Similar, it's gonna look pretty much the same. On the inside, we have bottle descrambler. We have a King TC12 capsule counter. You know, we have a capsule capper. We've got all the equipment that we need, just ready to go. So we're just waiting to get this finished. Our contractor, you know, we're staying on him to get this thing done. So then we can move in, get it going.
All right, so it's, like I said, January 26th now. April 1st, we're coming back. We're gonna film episode number 10 for April 1st, sorry. Drew, do you have anything else you wanna add?
No comment.
No comment. Ladies, he's single. Guys, till next time, keep crushing it.